Get ready for the action, because the Dallas Mavericks are making massive moves. We are breaking down the big news as Masai Ujiri steps into the role of president, signaling a major shift in the franchise's direction. This change comes right after the departure of Nico Harrison, and we have everything you need to know about what this means for the team's future.
Tired of dropping your phone or struggling to hold it with one hand? The PopSocket's Pop Grip gives you a secure grip, works as a phone stand, and even lets you swap the top for a fresh new look. Simple, useful, and perfect for everyday phone use. Click the link in the comments to grab yours on Amazon.
But wait, there's more. We dive deep into the implications of this major front office shakeup. Was the hiring of Masai Ujiri the wise choice for the Mavericks? We examine the surprising title he holds, the potential influence he brings to the board, and how this new leadership might reshape the entire organization. Next up, the clock is ticking down to the NBA draft lottery. We analyze the strategy the Dallas Mavericks are employing, hoping to repeat last year's success and jump to the first pick. Find out who will be representing the team and what high-stakes decisions are on the line for the future of the Mavericks' draft prospects. And finally, we wrap up with the full story on Masai Ujiri's appointment as president. We look at his incredible resume, his past success with the Raptors, and what he promises to bring to the Mavericks as they aim for a championship run. Don't miss a second of this analysis, so stay locked in with us for all the latest on the Dallas Mavericks. In a significant leadership transition, the Mavericks have moved on from Nico Harrison, with Masai Ujiri named the new president. This development was reported by CBS News, signaling a change in the organization's top executive role. The Dallas Mavericks have made a significant front office addition with the hiring of Masai Ujiri, a move that arrives less than a week before the NBA draft lottery. This appointment comes amid ongoing organizational shifts, including the departure of Nico Harrison and the restructuring following the Anthony Davis trade, signaling a clear pivot away from the previous management structure. Initially, the role of Ujiri has generated some confusion regarding his exact responsibilities. While many interpret the hire as filling the void left by Harrison, Ujiri has been officially named president and alternate governor, with the official press release explicitly omitting the title of general manager. This suggests a role with greater influence than a traditional GM position. Ujiri's title as alternate governor is viewed as a major strategic win, potentially allowing him to represent majority owner Patrick Dumont in NBA Board of Governors activities. This provides the Mavericks with a respected basketball executive at the table, contrasting with a newer owner whose legacy has been impacted by recent events. Analysts view Ujiri as a strategic, safe bet. He represents a return to convention with an established, well-respected figure in the NBA landscape, having previously been named Executive of the Year and overseeing a Raptors championship. This move signals that the organization is serious about its direction. Furthermore, Ujiri has demonstrated talent evaluation skills, having drafted key players like Pascal Siakam, Scotty Barnes, and OG Anunoby over a 5-year period. This ability to assess talent, even in the latter rounds, is considered a boon for a team that has historically treated the draft as an afterthought. While questions remain about the precise operational role, there is optimism that Ujiri will work alongside Matt Riccardi and Michael Finley as co-GMs, potentially forming a highly effective front office collective. The hiring is seen as a positive step forward for the franchise. The Dallas Mavericks are gearing up for the NBA draft lottery, employing the same strategy that led to their success last year, with the goal of securing a top pick. 6 days away from the drawing, the Mavericks are aiming to jump up to the first selection, a feat they achieved last year with a slim 1.8% probability. This year, their chances of landing the top pick have risen to 6.7%. The team finished tied for the 7th worst record in the NBA, but was assigned the 8th best odds in a random drawing, which paradoxically increases the possibility of dropping to the 10th pick, a scenario deemed potentially catastrophic. To maximize their shot, the Mavericks will utilize the identical representation setup from last year. Franchise legend Rolando Blackman will serve as the on-screen representative, with assistant general manager Matt Riccardi handling the off-screen role, according to NBA insider Mark Stein. This mirrors the structure used previously. This news comes amid speculation regarding the team's front office structure, as it was announced before Masai Ujiri was appointed team president and alternate governor, leading some to anticipate Riccardi taking over as the full-time general manager. However, Riccardi's role has been defined as a co-interim GM alongside Michael Finley. The lottery results are scheduled to be revealed on Sunday at 2 p.m. CST on ABC. This draft is critical for the Mavericks, as it is widely documented that they will not control their first-round pick until 2031. Securing a high pick is essential for building a sustainable future around Cooper Flagg, who is viewed as a future superstar and still requires significant team support. If the Mavericks can land a top 3 pick, they could target players like A.J. Dybantsa, Caleb Wilson, or Darren Peterson. While Cameron Boozer is mentioned, skepticism remains regarding his NBA translation potential. Even if the team falls to the 8th pick, addressing the team's significant weakness in guard talent remains paramount. Potential targets include Labaron Philon from Alabama, Braden Burries from Arizona, or Kingston Flemings from Houston, highlighting the need to strengthen the guard rotation. The Dallas Mavericks have appointed former Toronto Raptors executive Masai Ujiri as the team's new president, tasked with leading a significant overhaul of the franchise. Ujiri's mandate is to revitalize the team, which struggled significantly, finishing 26-56 and missing the playoffs for the second consecutive season. He will be responsible for all basketball operations, including roster decisions and scouting, aimed at building a championship-caliber organization. Mavericks co-owner Patrick Dumont emphasized the importance of the move, stating, "Masai Ujiri is one of the great basketball leaders of this generation, and his addition to our franchise is a critical step in meeting our goals." Dumont also highlighted the team's commitment to excellence, noting that the Mavericks aim to be a world-class organization focused on winning championships. Ujiri, 55, brings a distinguished career to the role. Born in England to Kenyan and Nigerian parents, he moved to the U.S. to pursue basketball and spent a decade playing professionally in Europe. His career highlights include serving as an international scout for the Denver Nuggets and being hired by the Toronto Raptors in 2008 as an assistant general manager. Ujiri made history in 2010 by becoming the first African to hold a general manager role in a major U.S. professional sport, and he was named NBA Executive of the Year in 2013. He previously served as executive vice president and general manager for the Raptors, taking over as team president in 2016, where the team secured the 2019 NBA title before his departure last June. Ujiri expressed his enthusiasm about the opportunity, saying, "I'm honored to join the Dallas Mavericks and step into this role at such an important time for the organization. We will win in Dallas." The appointment comes after a challenging period for the Mavericks, which saw their worst season since 2017-18. Following the dismissal of president and general manager Nico Harrison in November, the team transitioned to interim leadership before bringing in Ujiri's leadership and experience. Dumont concluded by welcoming Ujiri's energy and determination, expressing excitement for the team's future under the new leadership.